The world we once knew has been lost to shadow. Was it sundered in fire and brimstone? Drowned in flood and rain? Was it tragic decadence? A great fall? Unspeakable corruption? Or did the awakening of magic destroy our world? No one knows for certain. Reach through the shadowy mists. Find a fragment of land infested with shadowy corruption, yet lit enough to find your way. Find a creature of light, a sylph. They are friendly and willing to guide you. Perhaps the two of you can find other survivors. Perhaps this land can serve as a shelter. Perhaps together you can build a sort of haven. Forge friendships to save the world.
Hello, 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 and welcome to the Unleash Games Weekly Playtest, where you join me, Irina, CEO of Unleash Games Live, as we play through Haven, Forge Friendships to Save the World. Haven is a family-friendly cooperative RPG built in the spirit of World of Warcraft and Valheim, but cross-platform and a hell of a lot of fun, especially because we thought Valheim could use some more, visceral but strategic combat, and that World of Warcraft could use a return to its core social spaces. But what if we could turn those social spaces into gameplay? I know. I'm excited. We've been building this game since 2023, where we raised a $1.3 million and became one of the first companies, or maybe even the first company, led into A16Z's speedrun. And we have been chugging along ever since, sailing the waters of the stormy seas of games funding, games publishing, and one of the great events of the year actually just happened last week. I've been in recovery mode, quite honestly, this week because all of us that have been left standing in games went to GDC in San Francisco, where there was approximately about 20,000 attendees. It's a bit down from, I think, the peak of about 40,000 a few years back. But it was it was a changed show, as well as still the same in some ways. But one of the cool people that I have met on this journey of fundraising along the way, I could give an update about Unleashed, but I actually want to bring our guest on sooner rather than later, because she's been at these shows too, and we always have been connecting over the last few years, trying to find opportunities to cross paths and potentially even work together someday. Here's to hoping. But I'd love to introduce you all to Linda Carlson, customer service extraordinaire, but whose background plays way back into EverQuest, where we bonded in our first conversation in a speakeasy in Las Vegas. Linda, it's so good to have you here.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it is true that old dwarves like me can usually be found in pubs and speakeasies, especially at shows where we're walking 5 or 6 kilometers a day. I need that painkiller. How are you?
I am great. I think I'm finally catching up on sleep from the very severe sleep deprivation that we experience at GDC. How about you?
Yep. I'm in the same boat, and I'm also getting ready to head to PAX next week. So it's it's crazy town, right? But this is
But you're
the
coming to
local news.
Boston.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're talking.
Do you
We're
do
gonna have to get
karaoke?
together. Uh, do I do karaoke? Do I do karaoke? Okay, wait. This conversation is going to take a turn. Yes. What is your
Excellent.
karaoke song?
Oh, I have a whole lot of them, but I'll sing anything by U2 or Kings of Leon or Beatles, or I don't really care. Lots of modern stuff too. I like Lady Gaga. Anything theatrical. I can sing the entire soundtrack to the Rocky Horror Picture Show if you wish. But no, we often will set up a karaoke for the first night because you have to do it the first night because after that everybody's voice is gone. Well, there
In
we go. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. No, people kept talking at GDC about karaoke on Thursday or Wednesday, and I had already lost my voice by Tuesday, and I started, only one day earlier.
So here's the thing. Karaoke in a bar setting is fine, but you have to wait like 3.5 hours between songs, and by that time you've had too many margaritas, and that's not a good thing.
You're not
So
going
what
to
I do is
remember the lyrics.
I get together with a bunch of people. We all throw in $100 in advance. We rent a private karaoke room, way more comfortable, and that way you're not singing in public, and it's more relaxed, and you get to sing a lot more because that's what we're there for, just the fun of it.
Absolutely, and that's I think where the joy of this conference like experience comes from is the ability and the opportunity to connect with people kind of on the seasonal basis from
Always,
like show to show. But karaoke is a great survival mechanism.
it is, and really that brings me back to GDC. It was definitely a smaller show. They released the numbers. It was down a third from previous years, and yet, I still had amazing conversations. At GDC, you can just some rando person standing right beside you that I don't know. They look like they're nobody you'd ever talk to in your life. But if you make the attempt to make a conversation, and believe me, as an introvert, it's hard, but I do it. I did not have one dull conversation in the entire event. There are so many amazing people out there still in the game industry. And one of them said, yeah, it's just us survivalists out here now. And that is kind of true. And yet, I still saw a ton of games being made, a lot of new, really exciting games like Haven, for instance. I'm dying to get my hands on it, by the way. I mean, as you say, we talked, what was it, 2 years ago? Maybe
Yeah, it's like
three? I've lost track of time.
maybe 3 years ago.
Meaningless. Yeah. Oh, and
I
by the way,
think
this is not wine. This is yesterday's coffee, in case anybody's wondering. Even I don't think.
we would forget. It's Friday, right? And
Oh, that's
it's
true. I
Friday
could be.
after
Oh, if
GDC.
only I had wine. Anyway, yeah, the gaming
Next
industry
time, next time.
is in a weird state, and yet it's still it's. I can't imagine working in any other industry at all. And I just accepted a part-time job supporting a game studio, and I can't even talk about it yet because I'm under NDA. But they're going to announce at PAX apparently. So this is pretty exciting stuff. There's always something going on. I can remember I'm always on the getting into the games industry panel at the PAXs, and the best advice that we ever got from the rotating guests that we have on the panel was from Dave Georgeson. I think he's working with Ralph Koster now. And he said, really, you're all asking about how to get into the game company. If you want to make games. Get together with other people who are not
Just
employed. Make a game. If nothing else, it's going to get on your resume, and if it works out well, it's going to get a lot of attention. Look at how many tiny games have become wildly successful over the years. You just never know where that next brilliant idea is going to come from.
Amen. Amen. By the way, we have some fans here. Tozeb has some hype for you. Thank you,
Well,
Tozeb. And then MC Dalia says, I remember meeting Brazy. Is it Brazy?
it's Brass, actually.
Brass at
Brass
an
with
SOE
an
Live
E.
and Brass with an E.
Yeah.
It's funny because I have a friend who's been on our show, Alexander Brazy, who was a game designer on WoW with us. But they're missing the I, so it's please forgive my confusion. But
no problem.
Hello, Matt. So this is MC Dalia. I was in a guild with him in EverQuest. way back in
Oh,
the
cool.
day, and we used to raid together. But he went to more of the SOE live events, and I love the fact that he's like reaching back into time. Um, and
Yeah,
that's the vibe
our
we love.
last SOE Live was in 2014, I think, because the company was sold in late 2014, which was a tragedy for many of us. But I mean, the EverQuest is still rolling on full steam. It's amazing how many people still play that game. My son, who's now 40, grew up on EverQuest. My nephew, who's now 34, 35, also grew up on EverQuest. What are they playing? The old school servers or
P90.
P1999 or whatever they can get their hands on, and they drag me back in there all the time. So some games, and I think that's the magic of the MMO world. If we can touch on that, is the fact that they can last forever. One of my favorite
Yeah.
MMOs is Guild Wars 2, and what's it now? 16 years old. It's still brilliant. World of Warcraft has been going since 2004, and my brother and his wife play it. A lot of my old guildmates from EQ still play WoW. We've all we've all diversified. We've gone off into these different worlds. But now I'm finding living in a household of gamers. Oh, let me. Okay, so I've mentioned my son grew up in gaming. He's a huge gamer. We have I have three grandchildren. They're all gamers. The only person in the house that doesn't game is my daughter-in-law. She thinks we're insane. So I'm hoping to find a game, and maybe Haven's going to be it, that is cute enough and easy to get into enough that it removes the barrier of entry. And I think that's where we're at now. Is that some people think that the game market is saturated. I disagree because there are still people my age right now. In Out of my siblings, two of us play. My brother and I play. My two younger sisters do not play. They claim to be Luddites and that, oh, I don't even know. I barely know how to turn on my monitor. My goal is to find games that I can tolerate that are not stupid that they can also play. So far, the family has been successful in getting the Luddites in the family into playing Jackbox. That's one step in the
That's a
right
start.
direction. But yeah,
Well, I mean, what
good
is
stuff.
our tagline, or at least my selling point for Haven is I just want a game where I can go on dungeon runs with my kids.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what it is. And that's what gaming's all about. I met my husband of 25 years in EverQuest just shortly after launch, just randomly ran into these two guys that one of our guild officers had invited without my permission, I might add. And that ended up being my future husband and his best friend, who was our best man at our wedding. And most of the friends that I know in real life, that my really close friends, are all people that I met in games over the years. There's just something special about the online world where you learn people from the inside out. It doesn't matter how old you are, what your gender is, what your socioeconomic status is, in as much as you do need to have a computer and a connection to the internet. But you know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter if you've got a PhD. We had a Navy SEAL who was in our EverQuest guild for a while until he mysteriously had to go on assignment. And anybody
I
anybody
played with a
can
baseball player in EverQuest
yeah, see,
2, right?
right,
And then he got
yeah.
me a job to work on an MMO that never came out and
Yes.
landed me in Rhode Island.
Oh, yes, I
Thanks,
remember that
bud.
MMO well. Yeah.
Yes,
And it
someday. But
yeah,
yeah, all of it, all
but
of it.
so
Like the better words could not have come out of my mouth for the reason why Haven exists. We call it like forge friendships to save the world. It's kind of campy. Our subtitle. I mean, also there's 100,000 things called Haven. There's even like a financing app now or online bank for corporations called Haven. I don't know, but that
I
doesn't
bet there's
matter.
dragons in that game too.
There always are. Um, but for us, Haven represents a return to the old school gameplay of MMOs, but without the grind, right? It's the place where you can have the game where the game doesn't take over and allows you to actually engage, where there's just as much time on the keyboard, casting spells as it is off, meaning that you have time to
Hmm.
send messages to other people. It's a social space first, where you have cool things to do. And I think the game industry has over-indexed on these hyper-focused experiences that draw your attention and take you from exclamation point to exclamation point. And it's like Disney on rails. Actually, that was a book at
It's
Blizzard. Was, we were creating a theme park, and it's called the Disney Way, and it represented a lot of our philosophy in developing. But I want to go beyond that, back to the EverQuest days, where you log on and you ask yourself a question: okay, what do I do next? And then who do I do it with? Because that gives you an opportunity to choose and select.
And discussing strategies with other people and learning from other people. And there are a few games coming out in this sort of general genre, and there is a demand for that sort of thing. Well, let's take World of Warcraft for an example. I'm fine with retail WoW, right? But it's basically you can just face roll. I can just randomly button mash on my keyboard and get through that game. That has a lot of appeal to a lot of people because it's hyper casual. You don't even have to think. You know where you're going to go next. My brother plays that version. He's recovering from a near-death experience from a couple of years ago, and he's still not very. He's trying to get back into the human flow of things, and he really enjoys that. On the other hand, if I'm playing with my son and my nephew, we're off on Turtle WoW or something else where it's much more challenging.
You have to pay attention.
World of Warcraft, it's very easy to follow along, follow the breadcrumbs. Whereas in EverQuest, when we first started playing that, I had two epiphanies. Because I came from a world of, I played a lot of online strategy games and of course D&D and that sort of thing. And the first epiphany was after running around for about 5 minutes, having lost my corpse, and I don't know, actually I'd been playing for about 5 hours. Lost my corpse, had stuff on it, and I knew it would rot within 30 minutes. And I was absolutely, genuinely, in real life, heartbroken. I'm going to lose my crap. And I didn't know where my corpse was. And then I heard these people, I said, I'm going to lose everything. And I hate this game. And then this voice came out of the wilderness in the OOC channel. Well, what killed you? We can probably help you find your corpse. And I looked up, and it was Corflunk. The Corflunk, that jerk, killed me. He's some ogre that lives out in the Butcher Block Mountains. And then a minute later, it's another voice. Well, they're typing, of course, at this time, but oh, I see your corpse. Okay, so where are you now? I don't know. It's like I was outside of the gates of Kaladin, but I didn't know where I was. I was completely lost. And suddenly I had this crowd of people around me, and they're all escorting me to find my dead dwarven corpse.
And
I suddenly realized that I am playing directly with other people who are helping me out of the goodness of their hearts. And it's crazy. Oh, that's so hilarious, Bedelia. Yeah, the question is who was dragging the corpse. But it was great because there's all these people, and then Corflunk shows up again, but there's this huge mob of people in there, so they're kicking his ass all over the place. So that was fun, and I've already forgotten the other epiphany. But anyway, that was the beginning of a grand journey in my online adventures. And also, I mean, eventually it led to a job in the games industry. I moved to the US to be with my husband, couldn't get a green card, so I volunteered as a guide in EverQuest because I love helping people. And that's how I got into CX in the first place, was as a volunteer. And so many years later, it's how I make my living now. I owe everything to John Smedley and EverQuest. So, dude, John, if you're out there, love you, man. Thank you for all of it.
Well, I saw him at DICE, and I haven't heard back from him. Yeah. He told me to email him, and then I emailed him, and I haven't heard back. So that gives me more of an impetus to poke him again. No, but this is what happens: there's lots of everybody's chasing lots of different threads.
Yep. And I will say that the game industry, we know that there have been some horror stories about badly run companies, but the game industry has spawned some incredible leaders. There are people that I would follow to the ends of the world to work with them again. And you're one of them. The moment I met you, not having any clue who you were or what you were involved with, there's just sort of an instant connection that just happens with people who are really good in this space, people who can inspire others to create, and who also support all of the people that are creating games with them. So I know the industry gets a bad rap, but it's the best industry I've ever worked in, and I've worked in a few.
Well, and by the way, friends, if you are looking for the best help in building community and customer support as part of your go-to-market strategy, you cannot get any better than Linda. And she has a long, long roadmap of experience reaching back to some of the best and most lasting communities, and the ones that got both of us started in games. So definitely reach out to her, and she's available to help guide your community strategy in a healthy and sustainable way.
Well, what I will say as well, very briefly, is I'm not currently looking for a job because I just took on a part-time role. The other half of my life is I'm opening my fine art and tattoo studio on April 1st. Because, of course, you should launch on April Fool's Day when you're on a fool's venture.
100%.
But anybody who's in indie games or any game, if you have any questions about community management, engagement, trust and safety, customer support, I'll give you an hour of my time. Chances are, whatever your questions are, we can solve them in an hour. And there's no charge for that. It's just I give back everything that I've gotten from this industry. So yeah, reach out anytime.
Yes, an amazing resource. And speaking of which, you want to go be our judgment on whether or not we hit our community goals in our gameplay?
This should be really interesting for me. So I'm, fair warning, I'm working on a laptop. I'm not using a mouse, so it's all going to be keyboard and the trackpad.
Yes, there was a disclaimer that Linda shared before. This is Linda's first time hands-on with Haven. Apologies for the idiot at the wheel.
I'm an idiot. Oh my God, this is
no.
I'm really good once I get to know a game. Please don't throw me out of your raid group. Okay.
Well, I mean, that's what we're here for. And Tozeb also often plays. So here we are. We can go straight into gameplay. You can go ahead and create a character.
Yeah. All right. Name. Duh. Is there any question? You know, I sometimes have trouble getting the name Brass in games because it contains the letters ASS. Very sad.
Oh, this trust and safety.
Female. Look at that. So, it said healer female. How did it know?
It didn't. So that was the default selection. We have a very rudimentary character create right now because character create actually unlocks a massive amount of potential rework. So we just have preset character templates right now, but the team is actually working on a character create system that should come out soon. So you're figuring it out. You got to select your character and then you can enter the world.
I see that now. I really like the style of the character, even from this screen. So 10 points to your house. What are you, Hufflepuff? Gryffindor?
Yes, always Hufflepuff. Actually, technically Ravenclaw, but I keep that on the down low. Hufflepuff is my public persona.
Okay.
Oh, your poor friend.
See, it doesn't run all that well on my laptop because I have an old potato I plugged in. All right,
that's
so
I'm funny.
Yep, the standard
our dev team is full of potatoes too. We're almost at time for our traditional Easter potato fest because apparently in Iceland we have Easter potatoes, not
strafing. Strafing is A and D. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
And then turning is E and Q. All right, good. And let me just see if my trackpad works as well. Yep, trackpad works too. I assume that you can use a mouse to move with as well if you want to.
Absolutely. If you hold down both mouse buttons, you auto run and can also move the camera around.
Very cool.
Very wow controls.
All right, so now I need to figure out how to talk to this person. Oh, okay. Do I hail them? Do I click on the yellow button? What's this here? Do I right click on them? No.
Just click on them.
Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Okay.
There's voiceover.
All
you
right.
just can't hear it on the stream.
That seems very straightforward. And then I guess I just X out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ah,
And then just click to interact.
chop the axe thing, yeah. Doesn't get any easier than that. All right. And this bush, oh, the bush is glowing. Is it okay if I just pause over here and grab something from it?
You do whatever you want to.
I am the worst for. I am the queen of side quests. It is really hard for me to finish a
Or
game
the
because of
best
that.
for. Let's be honest.
Yeah, could be. Oh, look, I can mine this too. Sorry, I know I should be turning to face it, but when I'm not using a mouse, I'm just lazy.
I support
Yeah,
you.
there's a good question. What's my inventory? Oh my god. Oh, thank you for putting it on I for inventory. I play so many different games and everybody wants to reinvent the UI. Don't reinvent
No.
the UI commands. Like give me what I want and what I'm used to. Oh, actually that's a pretty generous starting backpack. Except for now you're gonna tell me that no, because you need 3,000 pieces of stuff. Okay. Alright, so clearly this is a bad creature and the text is in red, therefore I'm sure it's going to attack me. So we have some attacks, the skills as well. Okay, auto attack, mending light. I gotta figure out how to move there. I just needed to move the studio restream is sharing window thing there. That goes up there. Pausing to check out my spells, surge of light. Resurrect already? No.
Well, so
Do I have
our character progression, like we just give you all the skills right away. We don't actually make you work for it yet, just because we do this build in a demo form. But for release, we would certainly like pace it out. So like you would get that probably at level 20.
Okay. Oh, okay. Here I am. I'm so easily distracted. I gotta see what the dance looks like.
Don't worry about it. That's what we're here for.
All right. So let me see if I can go whack this guy. Oh, I should see if is there a way to tell. Oh no, the C is for casting, or sorry, for crafting. Oh yeah, that does not look well. All right, so that was a stupid move, but one has to learn where to respawn.
Yes,
So
that's actually like
right
part of
back at
our new user experience is we make sure that you die.
Oh, is that right? Okay, so I wasn't supposed to beat that guy. All right, that's slightly better for
Well,
my
because you
ego.
got to learn what your skills are.
Yeah, well, dude's still there. I think I'm going to try to bypass him this time.
You could
Just
do
be
that.
in the shrubberies here, dude. Don't touch me.
You can't see me.
Okay. All right, so. Oh, a beacon. What does a beacon do? Let me just check, make sure that Kraken's not around. Hey, who's that over there?
Uh-oh.
That is truly how random I am. Oh, that is another player. Yeah, okay.
Hi, it's me. Yay.
Very cool. Very cool. All right.
We got basic emotes and we have jumping, 2 core functions of an MMO.
Jumping is very important, and you smartly bound it to the spacebar. I am so grateful for you for not remapping the keys. I know that in most games you can remap the keyboard commands, but it drives me crazy to have to do that.
Yeah, okay. No, like give people what they expect because it's part of accessibility.
Right. Okay, so where do I look for if I've got quests going on? So that's the backpack. Equipment, skills, info, quests. Aha. Okay. So I've got the wood. Uh-oh, somebody else in here. Oh, hello, Taz. Oh, that's actually a cool look. I admit that I normally play a healer type class just because that's my default. I love to be able to support groups and that sort of thing. But I'm distracted again. Let's see. I'm supposed to be. Do I need to bring this back to the quest giver?
Yes, you can turn in the quest with them.
Okay.
But you've got this creature in your way. So now that you have a full group, do you want to? Oh, and here's the other thing. In position. Oh, somebody's excited. In position 6 on your action bar is a buff that you can give other people. And if you click on our names over on the left-hand side.
Okay. Can you also click on your group members with the F keys?
I'm actually not sure right now. Nope. It does other things.
That's too bad. It's a super fast way of switching back and forth between people when you're in a challenging situation.
Oh, agreed. And we should probably have those mapped out 100%. And that reminds me, note to the QA team when they review this footage later, we need to bind the F keys to various players. Oh, here comes Tozo to the rescue. So,
okay.
Oh, and it's dead. Yay! Cheer!
And I didn't even get to use a heal on Tozeb. But thank you for killing the Kraken root. It was definitely not within my realm of ability.
Well, you got back up.
I saw when we were at where on earth did we, at Dice. We go to so many shows I forget where I am some of the time. One of the things that you showed me was this running on a phone. And I have to say it looks exactly this good when it was on your cell phone. So what type of phone did you have? Like, is it some brand new state-of-the-art $3,000 phone, or is it?
Well, it's an iPhone 17 Pro Max, but it's been running on my phone since the iPhone 14. So we get regularly 30 frames a second on a phone with this. We optimize it for phone playback specifically because we want to be able to have this be fully cross-platform.
That is.
So it's a little bit easier to use the abilities on the PC or Mac version. We're still working on the mapping. My 9-year-old wants to help me remap and rebuild how it works on the phone and with controller too.
It's really smart to get kids involved because they're so intuitive and they haven't been exposed to as many things as we have, and therefore their brains will find better paths to making things
They'll be less biased.
Now I've got a quest called the Surge of Kraken Root. While not terribly dangerous, for you maybe, Kraken Root are invasive species. Okay. People that will happily guide me around. Let's see.
Did you accept the quest?
I saw the mini map up here. Did I what?
Did you accept the quest?
Yeah. I thought I did.
Our quest UI could use some work. I'll be honest. Well, we're still getting there.
Well, one of the things to keep in mind, and I'm demonstrating this for your benefit solely, is how easily distracted we are when we're in games. I have a friend named Treese that I've played games with forever, and she was a nightmare or a joy to play with in games like Lotro, because anytime she saw a berry bush or some harvestable, didn't matter what we were doing, we could be under attack and she'd be just traipsing off to pick berries or some damn thing. It was just crazy stuff.
Well, that is literally our goal, is to create the ultimate Easter egg hunt.
All right, so where am I?
That's the mechanic, or how I describe the mechanic of what moving around with a good moment to moment and collecting things. Red Dead Redemption was very much like that. It was a giant Easter egg hunt.
Yeah, that was a great game. I didn't play it myself because we only have one console of each type, but it was a game that I would just play laptop games or do artwork while Eric was playing. I loved that game. And again, it's one of those games that you can get lost in the side quests, and some people complain about that. I think that's glorious. It makes you feel more a part of the world, in my opinion. And of course,
100%.
there's always the people who, well, it only took me 9 hours to get through that game. Yeah, well, you're not probably not playing it right then because you've missed a ton of cool content.
Absolutely. So one of the things you can do in our game is you can build things. So in the lower right-hand corner is a little hammer menu.
Okay, I see that. And can I actually build here near the speaker?
This is your building plot. This is your real estate.
Oh, really? Okay, well, first of all, I need to set down a fire.
Always first.
Okay, that's cool. All right, and then I can also set a torch.
And then you can double click on it.
One sec, I'm just going to set the torch here. You can double click on the fire, and it uses wood.
So if you double click on the fire and you click on the wood in your inventory.
Yep. How do I get one piece of wood?
Just double click on it. There you go.
Oh, I see. And it just takes what it requires. Okay.
And you hit the add button. And you change the color on that button.
All right.
There you go. Here, let me help.
I do like the graphics of this game.
No, yay!
Very cool.
We have a lot of Elden Ring fans that are like, your game looks like 2004. And I'm like, no, but that's kind of the point.
Yeah. Okay, so I just realized that, okay, Lena in this way, Bean. So this is my granddaughter, Lena, who is my partner in all things. And she's here watching the game, and she was doing the little movements, where the fire's swirling around. So, yeah.
I love it. Hi, Lena.
She says hi.
You should come in and play.
Yeah, totally should. This is there, like, how old should people be to play this game? It looks super friendly, too. Like, the interface is easy to understand. So is this something that I could play with Lena? We played Guild Wars 2 together, for instance.
If she can play Minecraft or Roblox, she can play this game.
Totally. All right.
And that's what it's designed for you to be able to, I wanted to build a game to go on dungeon runs with my kids. And my kids are pretty sophisticated gamers, a lot more sophisticated than we presume kids are. Like, we don't give them enough credit because they actually know more than we do in some respects.
That is absolutely true. Yeah.
All right. You can build more in the village tab. If you open the build menu, you see like those little buttons. Those open up different tabs. You can build stuff.
But I bet I need a whole lot more supplies for that. No?
No.
Really? I can just build it?
You don't know you can put it?
All right. Clearly, we have some work to do. We have a barn raising.
Really?
Yeah, let's go. You got to double click on it.
Oh, I need more wood.
I have some. I can give you some of mine. There, go.
Okay,
we're building together. Yay!
Some of my favorite quests in other games have been ones where you require a lot of cooperation from friends and teammates to build stuff. All right. Can I go in the house?
You have to, we don't have doors just yet, but you can destroy one of the walls and walk inside, yes.
Well, I'm not going to destroy a wall. We just built the place.
That's true. That's true. But you can build more. You can build a workbench too.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do that. Let's see. That's under village as well. All right, and just put it right there. I like how it comes in pieces. Little tiny lettering on the bottom. IKEA. Got it.
Yes. Yes, it's like the IKEA build in our game.
There we go.
There, I can help you. We can all help you.
So when you, that's the level up sound.
You recognize that?
Oh yeah. It's it's the dopamine release mechanism of these games. All right, so now that we have a workbench,
You can click on the workbench.
oh yeah, so now there is crafting that is available to be done. Components and cloth armor. Scroll down. Metal armor, maces, staves, wands, and potions. Very cool. Do you need special skills for crafting, or do you buy recipes, or are they drops in game?
Not right now. Crafting is pretty rudimentary. We just give you a list of basic recipes.
Okay.
But the anticipated gameplay is that you will uniquely have different recipe lists per character, so that you will find drops out in the world. So you will you might be the only resource to craft a specific thing.
That's super cool.
And we really want to have like an item ecosystem where, like, if you are the first person to ever craft something, that item will have your name on it, like discovered by.
Wow, that's going to drive a lot of the achiever types.
100%.
That's really cool.
And it's little things like that that help build community too, and build awareness over people. Like, not only do you have to build the gameplay that supports people working together, but you also have to build like your itemization to incorporate like communicating and getting to know other people that you're playing in adjacency to.
And are there guilds in game?
The village pretty much acts as your guild. So you can have multiple people set up their houses in your village. The gameplay plan is that you can have up to 150 people in your village.
Okay, so I've chopped up a bunch of wood. Oh, nice. I'm sure for the people watching, it's just painful watching me play this.
No, you're exactly getting it. And congratulations on hitting level 2. Well done. Well done.
So what are these glowy things here?
I'm eating popcorn. I'm loving watching you play. Go and explore.
I am. I'm just curious what the little sparkly things are. Are they just environmental effects?
So those sparkly trails, those are actually little breadcrumb trails, so that when you're out in the woods, people can find other people. So if a person has traveled in a direction in recency, like within the last hour, you'll see which direction they went. And it also helps you find your way back to where you died.
Which is very important for people like me.
Yeah, we don't have much of a death penalty, but the death penalty is that, like, you have to find your way back to where you were, and you get separated from your group.
Oh, yeah. So
No, you found the
game. She's already pointing me to things like, the bushes. The bushes.
Oh, yes.
Must go there. This is going to be a fun game for us.
What does Lena think?
Any game that helps. Fishing. Oh my God.
It's that game you have as fish.
Yeah.
You can see it on farm. Can you farm the game? Fish.
All right. Okay. Leave some fish in the pond to reproduce for later. Bunny.
I am loving the sounds from Lena. I cannot tell a lie.
I am not kidding you. We are all very.
No, go click on the bunny. Go click on the bunny.
Okay, we click on the bunny. I was worried that I might attack it. We raised rabbits too. So where did it
We
go?
have 7.
Behind you, back
7
toward the
left.
pond.
Where the heck? I've completely lost where I was. I should have hooked up a mouse to my laptop. That's stupid.
You're about to pond.
Pond. I don't remember what direction.
Here, I'll come find
Over
you,
there.
and then I'll lead you back to the bunny. Here, over here. Come back. I'm over here.
Sorry, everything's very slow. Okay. All right. Lead
Okay.
me to the pond.
This way.
Yeah, there it is.
This would have been so much easier if I'd hooked up a mouse. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Okay, bunny.
What does it do?
Wait. What does it do? Yeah. Oh,
Click
click item to summon it. Click again to unsummon it. Oh, so now we have a pet bunny.
Now you have a pet bunny.
As you can tell, Lena was excited by that. She wants to know if it's possible to name it.
Not yet, but that's a good idea. So you can have pets in our game, like per gameplay session. You can have multiple pets, but we also imagine you being able to slot in your pets into your house so that your pet can hang out at your house even when you go on
That would
adventures.
be cool to have them in the house.
Yeah, what?
Are the pet? Are pets used in combat at all?
No, they are purely cosmetic and they follow you around. But if you come up here, there's even a kitten.
My favorite is that bubble.
See, kitty.
Oh, a kitty.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
does that something? Kitten!
How many pets can you have out at a time?
Only one.
Only one. Okay. So, if we wanted to trade bunny for kitty, oh, turn it out of range, of course.
I'm not gonna try
Okay,
killing it.
so we have to catch the bunny. put
I
it
can
back
catch
in
the
our
bunny.
inventory,
Oh, you got it.
and then we pull out the cat.
We're naming it to be Filipino.
Okay, your cat's name is now Beanie.
I love it.
You
All
can
right.
see that names are very important to the smaller crowd.
Oh, 100%. Here, I'm going to build a. So this area here is a shared area. This is where anybody can build a building.
Oh,
So we can all have our own house, but you can see this building takes a lot more to build.
I see, yeah, whole bunches of stuff. Well, I do have
And
nine
something else we can build is a beacon. Let me see how much I have in my inventory.
One hunk of clay that you can add. That is neat. It gives you the cumulative total too, so you can see how many are left to fill.
Absolutely. And anybody can contribute materials.
Oh wait, what's
So
this?
I have.
This is a portal of some kind. Is it going to take me to a far, far away place if I click on it? I'm very much an experimenter. Oh, it's another build site. Oh, and you put gems in this one. All right, I have one of those that I can add. What does it do though?
I don't know. We're going to have to collect more gems.
Okay, this game is right up our alley. Yeah, this is.
I love to hear it.
Yeah. Whoops.
It's all about puzzles and like finding things and
cutting up the grass.
Well, I also like the fact that I mean, there's a lot of good games out there, but I like the luxury of being able to explore this area without having a ton of really harsh mobs who are ruining my day. I assume that you have places where there are a lot of more high-level creatures, more combat-oriented.
yes, there are. You are just in the starting area at the moment.
You better chop up that log that's pushing us around. Chop up the stump. So I realize I'm just doing a lot of dull stuff like collecting wood. This is how I play games.
But this is not dull. We made this game for you.
Okay, good.
This is exactly the play pattern we love to see.
It's a combination of exploring and acquisition and cooperative gameplay that I really like. Oh, I see a gem over the edge.
Yes, so I'm going to go wander around too and look for more crystals. You wander around, look for crystals, and let's see how far we can get. Okay, I found a yellow one. What color did you get?
I got a gray one just now. I hear you leveling
good.
up. Do you get experience for harvesting stuff too?
Yes, you do.
Awesome.
Equal value to
games that
crafting
do that.
and exploring and combat. I have now a red one, a pink crystal.
There's a green crystal.
Got an orange one.
Ah, and this kraken is attacking me.
Well, it comes with the territory. They're invading our land.
I wasn't paying attention. All right, I think I remember where I was. I was so busy focused on. I don't want that kraken to eat me.
You get yourself into trouble.
Yeah, I know. Note to self: get a mouse installed.
So do you think that there's a market for a game like this?
Oh yeah, there's a huge market for a game like this. You've got 2 customers sitting right here, right now.
I support you. I want you to play our game.
Yeah, I know that Bean is very interested in participating. So when I died, I didn't lose anything off my corpse. Do you start losing things later on, or?
Nope, not currently. I want to keep the death penalty just annoying, not painful.
Annoying, but not. That's actually a really good way to put it. Some of my favorite games have done that as well. Gone are the days. Like I can remember the early days of EQ. Yeah, oh, chicken! That is so cool. All right, what do we got?
All right, I am adding the gems that I found.
Gray one.
All right, we're still missing. Oh, there we go! Yay! Let's do it!
Oh, we got one! Awesome!
Yay! Look at us! Look at us!
Good thing you can't see Lena off screen banging her invisible hammer.
Bam! 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 Bam!
How old are you? 8?
Yeah, and I'm turning 9 in August.
Yeah. I think you're just a perfect age to start playing.
Yeah, no, actually, age is the lower end of the target market for us.
Yeah, she's been playing MMOs with us since she was 6. So
she is our target market.
Grow up in a gaming family, have that natural advantage. Okay, so now we need to find out, what does this thing do? Oh, it's a beacon.
You got to double click on it.
Does it matter which, like, you click on the middle or one of these gems on the outside? It's beautiful design, by the way. Oh,
thank you.
Teleport to Adventureland. Okay, totally going to teleport to Adventureland. God knows what happens now.
Evil demons.
She hopes that there's not evil demons.
Well, we shall see, shall we? The only way you find out is by going and trying.
Yeah.
It's time to buff each other up. Don't go out alone. There, I buffed everybody.
You have a chicken. There's a chicken patio.
Yeah, I know. Probably.
That's the chicken is my pet.
No, so that's Zabra Neva's pet is the chicken. Okay.
All right. Here we go. Oh, it's already dead. Ding, level 3. Where are we off to?
Where are we off to?
Oh,
lean
come over here.
towards this direction. Oh,
Did you see this thing?
oh yeah.
Ooh, what up here?
What is it?
You tried it?
Yeah, I think we can fight it. All right. We can
Shall we
try.
fight it?
Yeah, let's fight it. Look, I'll get in front because I'm now the tank.
Always a good role for the healer.
That's what I thought.
Just see.
Yay!
All right.
Where's this cute female?
So do
You
we
can loot
get
it too.
do we get loot off these creatures as well, or?
We sure do. Off of everything.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh, except there's nothing on there. Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, but yeah. All right.
All right, we clearly have a mystery. Where are these dark, shadowy creatures coming from? We should investigate further.
All right. We'll head off.
And there's more resources to harvest, so always chop
Exactly.
down trees.
So as we're investigating what is causing trouble to the land, we must pick up all the cool stuff along the way.
Yes, treasure hunting. Because we never know what resources we will need. Actually, we do need some cotton to make cotton bolts for the arcane mill that we laid a foundation
Is
for.
there a special plant type that has cotton? I mean, we've seen the berry plants.
Well, let's harvest and figure out which of these resources has cotton. Oh, we have aggro.
We do, we do.
You just have to keep Tozub alive. Oh, but we got more aggro, chain aggro. And it's mad at the healer.
Great when you've got a well-armed warrior in your group.
100%. All right, loot up and gather some resources. Very useful.
Yeah, potions.
Very modest, very demure.
Why?
Uh-oh, I have aggro. I'm so sorry.
That's right. We're gonna leave you to die now.
No, I don't want to die. I just started to live when we found Adventureland.
All right.
Do you have bubbles around it?
No, the bubbles have to do with my class as a healer.
Oh, do you have two bubbles?
Yeah, too.
Oh, is it my bubble? No, you have two bubbles. Why is that?
I have two bubbles. I have no idea why. It's a mystery.
Maybe every time you level up, you get one.
I don't think so. I'm level 4 now.
If you like,
See, you can hear the 8-year-old speculator in the background trying to figure out what's going on. It's I tell you that this upcoming generation of kids is going to be so much better at games than we are. In spite of my ineptitude at this game, I do pride myself at being pretty good at playing MMOs. Oh,
This game was made for you.
I'm fiber off of that plant.
maybe every time you get it.
Oh, and you have some aggro, my friend.
I do.
Oh, you have
Running
two.
towards you guys, I have a couple.
Heal yourself.
Ah, I guess I can. Where is my own self? There we go.
These shadow wolves are no joke.
They
Ooh,
are no joke.
I'm level 5. Dang.
All right, so how do I target myself? I can't click on myself.
You have to click on yourself up in the upper left-hand corner.
Yeah, I tried that, but see, I can click on
Click on your face itself.
on my face. Oh, on my face.
Yeah, I need to make that
Slap
entire
myself in my face.
action
Got
dot- or yeah, click on your face. Also, I just need to make it map to F1
And
as
now I'm
expected. All right. Oh,
Now I'm
and
under
you got
attack.
aggro. I got you.
Same as you said.
These doggies, they don't know when to quit.
They're so ill-behaved. You all need a training session.
Yes, they need to be trained. Oh, but now you've got more aggro. Uh-oh. You gotta heal yourself. Heal yourself. There you go.
Yep. They see me healing myself and they come running. Look at that. I'm violating
They
the laws
do
of
not like
nature. All we do is collect hunts cotton. I'm gonna have to send you in the other room, Bean.
Yeah.
Cotton fibers. Well, at least we know where those come from now. Can I target mobs using the tab key?
So yeah, you can hit tab to cycle through mobs, but not players, unfortunately. We'll get there. It's important. That sort of dynamic is very important to us.
The best thing about low levels is all of the resounding level up sounds.
Yeah, I think we right now have it playing for everybody from everybody.
All right, so what happens when you level? Do you get access to, does everything just level up, like your power levels level up, or do you gain new skills, or?
In the world where we're closer to like friends and family alpha, you will unlock new skills. Because you won't start out with all of these per se. But for right now, if you actually go into your character sheet, which is the helm icon down at the bottom, you have attributes. You can allocate your attributes either to strength or intelligence. And you should have some points.
Yeah.
And intelligence increases your mana, and your strength increases your hit points. It's pretty basic.
I think I'll probably do them both equally at this stage.
Wise.
There, okay. I are smart.
Yay! And strong.
Und strong, yes.
And strong like bull. Now we go out to find more trouble. Duh.
Look forward to trouble it find me.
Exactly.
Oh, look all of these shrubberies.
We found the shrubbery at Valhalla.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, you loot. I'm going to attack this wolfy guy. But now I'm doing like 66 damage. Bam. I got some cotton. We're cotton picking.
You are. Cotton picking, finger licking.
So word has it that there might be a teleport to a boss dungeon around here.
Can you not see that I'm picking cotton? Do I look like I have time to go to a dungeon? No, totally.
Where are you? Behind you. I'm over here.
Gotcha.
Because look at this mysterious thing I've discovered.
Oh, that looks exactly like something I would double click on. And then my brain goes, yeah, but look, there's all this stuff to harvest around here first. But we're totally going to double click on it. Ooh, Cobblemat's lair.
As one does.
What could possibly go wrong?
Nothing at all. Here, I'm going to build a fire.
Are fires a place where we can gather to heal and that sort of thing?
Yes, you get a faster health and mana regen. So if you run out of mana, you can run back here and go stand by the fire.
Okay.
Don't teleport home.
No, I'm not going to. All right. So should we head down there?
Well, do we want to let's rebuff up so that we all have our
right,
buffs.
Right. Okay. So every time you zone, the buffs come off, right?
They don't. They're just near the end of their timeline. So it's
I
always
see.
good to have a freshie before you get into before you poke something that's bigger than you.
Why am I not?
So you can click on me in the.
Yeah, I'm trying to click on. Oh, there we go. Might have been a bit of a lag pocket.
Yay! Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
But again, it's like this is an intentional pace slower, right?
Yeah. Buff myself. Yeah, buffs are a good way to pause the game. I mean, nobody should keep running for 8 hours straight. Not that we ever do that in this household.
No,
now,
never.
Why not? For some reason, I cannot click on Tozeb.
Oh, interesting.
Why not? Check. Testing 1, 2, 3 on Tozeb.
Strange. Try clicking at his
very
feet
strange.
or clicking on.
I've tried clicking on him in game and
we've got a bug.
And on the face.
You found a bug. We shall fix that. Bug that Tozeb in the third or second party position is not clickable. And he's also not clickable in the world. So interesting.
Well, okay, so what are you looking at for a release date, or have you decided yet?
Haven't decided yet because we want to get into early access or friends and family first, and we also are looking for a publisher so that we could do a full art pass. A lot of the art that we've put in here is from the asset store, to be fair. Our characters are unique. Well, we've done a good job in leveraging resources that are available, but like a lot of the mobs are not our own. We really want to invest in the art IP for this particular product. So that's what we're seeking investment, a publishing deal for. So we've been talking to some publishers. We had a couple of demos at GDC. Hopefully that turns into something. But we've also opened up some conversations about project financing too. So
the best thing about the fact that it will play on a phone is that Lena can sit right by me. She doesn't, because our computers are all over the house, but one of us could be on a phone and the other can be on a computer, and we can talk together instead of having to set up voice channels outside of the game and that sort of thing too.
You can play in the same room.
This is super cool. I like this a lot.
Oh,
it's
so
almost like a couch co-op game, but more flexible.
That's the point. Is I'm trying to elevate what couch co-op feels like in the modern world, and the only way you can get there is cross-platform.
I'd allow people to bring their own devices. I completely agree. So there will be no problem then if, say, for instance, I've got my iPad here. So Lena could play on my iPad, I could play on my computer, and one of our other grandkids could play on the phone or something, right? That's really going to be possible?
Yes,
that is awesome.
It's possible today.
That is cool. So in an instance like this where I cannot click on Tozeb, if we're in an instance like this one, if Tozeb drops from the group and then you re-invite them, would Would that be possible, or would we have to exit the instance first?
Oh, Tozub is dual boxing. He brought a second healer. Yeah, for some reason you're
Oh
bugged
my
out, and
god, that's hilarious.
it would be
Yep.
tragic if we started this fight and you couldn't heal him.
Yes,
You know what
exactly. Now I was able to target Tozub the buffer, but I still can't target Tozub the warrior, and Tozub the
But it's
buffer
really
isn't.
funny is that I see you as on my screen that you have Tozub targeted. So click on
Targeted.
number 6, see what happens.
Really? It
Yeah, no. And
shows that a
try,
buff was applied. So it's a graphical error that just isn't showing their name targeted.
yeah, but
I'll just
in
keep them
my,
targeted. Okay.
so we have target of target, so we can see who has who targeted. You may be
Okay.
able to, so it may be that you just have a bug in your UI right now.
Yeah, quite possible. And the first step
Alright,
for
see if you can
fixing that
target
sort of thing
Cobblepot.
is usually to. I'm sorry?
Can you target Cobblemot?
I don't know. What's Cobblemot? It's over here somewhere, right?
The baddie over there, the guy who you don't want to make.
There's a few there. Let's try tabbing through Shadow Wolf, Shade Hound.
To your left. To the left, to the left.
Okay.
Oh,
Meanwhile, I attracted the attention of a Shadow Wolf, so.
yes, you did. That's okay. We got this. Rory wants to know, did we win?
Did we win? No one ever wins an MMO. It's a lifestyle choice.
Absolutely. And in fact, MMOs are more fun when you don't win more often than you win. Oh, we got more aggro.
I see that.
It's dead, though. It's dead, Jim.
Wow, you were able to kill that super quick.
Yes. Well, with your buff, we are super powerful. I'm pulling a Shade Hound over.
I see.
Incoming. Mages act as really great pullers in this game.
Is Mage the main ranged class in this game?
For the time being, yes. We also have an archer in the wings, a ranger ready to bring in.
All right.
Are we ready?
Sure. Yeah, totally ready.
Tozeb, charge. Rory says MMOs are a healthy lifestyle choice with no downsides.
It is true as long as you make room for your real life obligations. I certainly have seen some people. It's like anything. It's like anything else. If you're a sports fan, that's cool. But if you are a sports addict, that's not cool.
Absolutely. Oh, all right. Tozeb is in.
Okay.
Keep him healed.
Yep. Will do. As long as I can see his health going down, I can keep him healed.
Let me double check. You have Tozeb buffer targeted.
I do now, yes, because Tozeb buffer was taking damage.
Oh, that's fair. All right. I'm going to keep nuking.
I know what I'm doing.
Yes, you do.
As I let people die, it'll be great. Nothing could possibly go wrong here.
This is fine. Totally.
Here we are on national TV. Me playing without a mouse.
Well, I'm playing with a trackpad too, so it's
Oh, okay.
Don't feel bad. But it's still pretty decently playable.
It is.
You might need a heal yourself, friend.
Yeah, we'll get around to it.
We got this. We got this. I believe in us. Point your
I tend to
camera
be
up.
pretty cautious. Oh, sorry. How do
Oh,
I
there we
point
go.
my camera up with the
You can
trackpad?
just right click with the. Never mind. Just come with us.
Ah,
Yeah, it has
bit of a lag pocket. Sorry, my
That's
bad.
okay.
Okay.
But Cobblemont ran away.
Why? How dare he? He, she. I assume in here? 1 second.
No, we can't go through this way. Oh, hold on. Incoming. Got a baddie. Somebody trying to eat me. Oh, help! Help! I'm being repressed.
Yeah. File a report with HR.
I've got no mana.
I see that. Whack him with your stick.
Well, that's how useful I am. I'm still hitting for like 30 with my stick.
That's actually pretty good.
Woohoo!
More level ups. All right. So now
Can you loot?
I can possibly.
Loot this one over here.
Oh, okay.
See, I'm bouncing on his
God,
corpse.
it's gonna be
As
the
one does
definite-
in a gnome.
I apologize. My lag is getting really bad. Oh, all sorts of cool stuff. Is that a silver? Oh, it's a little dragon pet. Oh my goodness. Little tiger pet. Oh my goodness. So how do you share loot like this if you're in a party?
You just trade with somebody and give it to them. Nothing's bound to a character yet. But you can go in your inventory.
Mm-hmm. And
And click
then how do I initiate trade? Just click on something and hand it. Oh.
No.
Oh my God. Okay. That I did not intend to do. I didn't realize that was a mount. That is actually kind of cool. Yeah, I'm on it right now.
Go run around.
Right now. Look at that. Okay.
Ride the dragon?
Okay. Let's
So if you want to get off the tiger, click on the tiger again and then click on the dragon.
Oh, wow. All right. Yeah,
I think
yeah,
you
I
broke
know.
Nina.
Those are excited sounds. That is pretty neat. I'm gonna fly around a bit.
Isn't it pretty?
Oh, it is super pretty.
I would pick that. This thing coming out of it.
Yeah, very colorful. That is super nice. Okay, I love the dragon.
Yeah.
Tiger's fine. Dragon's awesome. Yeah.
Now you can.
Yep.
What happens when you get aggro from a mob when you're on a mount?
Oh, it attacks you. You have to dismount yourself right away in order to be able to engage in combat. You just can't be mounted in combat. It doesn't knock you off though. Whee!
Super pretty.
So this thing over here, over to the left of where you saw Cobblemont, it doesn't work just yet. We haven't updated the game, but this is a portal to a dungeon.
Oh, that is a cool looking portal.
So what happens is as you kill or defeat a boss, it unlocks portals to new content, and you just daisy chain.
Oh, what a great idea!
And Cobblemont will respawn here eventually, but you don't need to come back here if you don't want to, but you can if you want. But you'll get there's a seed of life in your inventory. I think you looted it.
Okay.
That gives you an ability to be able to grow a portal back to Cobblemont and put it in your village.
And is that a permanent item?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah, it's really good to be able to get back to content that you've previously vanquished, just on principle, so you're not grinding, having to do it again every time. So I know you say that this is a lot of this is placeholder art, except for the player characters, but it looks really nice. Like I've never used any sort of generic art off a shop or anything. Are you able to customize it? Because your color palette is really nice without being gaudy.
I appreciate that. Yeah, the art team has done an incredible job of picking the right assets and selecting and putting them together. We have a whole pool that we can make more and more content with too. So there's more content to be had. Oh, Cobblemot is Cobblemot's alive again. Uh-oh. We hung out too long.
As one does.
Save Tozeb, don't let him die. No.
No,
This is the first time on stream we're going to kill Cobblemot twice.
Luckily, we've all got our mana.
Yeah, we sure
do. So the warriors use like, do you call it mana? I see that the warrior uses it as well. It's
yes,
sort of a combination energy. So he uses mana for his energy style attacks.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
He has a similar fuel, and you need a heal, my friend.
Yeah, I do. I'm the worst at healing myself.
Well, but if you die, you'll die.
Get a little healed there. Yeah, I get it. Spreading them out. This is one of the reasons why I like using F keys for targeting different members of the...
No, it's a very, very important suggestion that we should get in game. That's something that I can do. So that's on me. I'll fix it. Key bindings for victory. I only have 4 mana. Good thing I have a mana potion. What?
Oh, handy. I am the worst at using mana potions.
Oh,
I just hoard them until the end of time, and I don't know why.
I'm going up here. Oh, I lost all my buffs. But you can come up to the fire and regen.
Okay.
But you might need a heal. There you go. Come to me. Come back up the hill. You can be near the fire with me.
How close to the fire do you have to be?
Up. Yeah. Oh, I'm dead.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. It's okay.
My leg is so bad right now. This is where I apologize for everything just being terrible. And nobody else is on the internet in the house either. It's just not a good day for it at the moment.
I blame Canada.
You can blame Canada. That's fine. We'll take it. All right.
Well, I suggest we just go home and just head back. You can go through the portal.
Okay. If I can control my character. Oh, my lord. Come on.
All that matters is that we beat him the first time.
You did. Embarrassing not to beat him the second time, though.
That's okay. Our buffs ran out.
Okay.
Literally, your buffs make you, if you get buffs from every class, you're twice as powerful as you were without them.
That's good to know. Can you see when, is there a way to see your buffs on you and on your friends, or do you just need to set a timer?
You just have to see them, and it looks like we got bugged out.
Yep. My leg hath infected ye all.
Yep. Well, I think that's a great end to the playtest. and are definitely found some bugs.
But man, what a fun game!
You
I
think
mean,
so?
it's intuitive and it's comfortable and it's pretty. And you had my granddaughter enthralled for an extended period of time. So now she's going to be pushing very hard for this game. I think you should promote it as a family-friendly game that still has challenges that will challenge every member of the family.
That is exactly it. We don't want this to be like an easy game. Certainly not. We want this to be
Absolutely
a
not.
game where like you and your family can get like go into a dangerous situation and like pull it out, save each other's
We have
lives.
we have definitely played some family weight games in which we're all bored. It's like there's just not enough challenge. On the other hand, we played some
Roblox,
games
all
with
Roblox
like Lena
games.
last year. Yeah, playing a PvP game where the boys, they're teenagers, so they don't necessarily want to hang out with their much younger sister. But if the game becomes about keeping Lena alive, then it's like a little meta game for the family to play. And I think everybody this game should appeal to everybody, and it's so easy to pick up, and she can play it anywhere. She can just grab a phone. So I like it. I am so thrilled to have finally had a chance to get hands on with it. Note to self: I will play with a mouse if I'm using the laptop again. I definitely want to try it on my phone because it looks like it's eminently controllable from that platform. And yeah, do you have any idea? Oh, you probably don't. You don't have a publisher yet, so you don't know what sort of monetization model you're going with. Are you going to go like a box price and then marketplace or subscriptions, or is it too early to ask that sort of pressing question?
No, actually, that is a great question to ask. And we actually want to go back to old school values. We think the subscription model made a lot more sense for a game like this. And what we've done with our monetization model is we've built kind of user acquisition into it where you could pay one price for one seat, but a cheaper price for two seats. So like cheaper price per seat for two.
Oh,
And then you could have a family plan. So it's 25 bucks for 5 people or 15 bucks for one.
that is really really cool. Yeah, if we could get our family on for $25, that's a no brainer because that's very affordable.
If you even
But
play
let's see
like,
what your publisher says. Your publisher will probably say, well, that's not nearly enough to make hockey stick profit model go up. I don't know. Maybe you'll get a good one.
we've modeled it out, and I like what it does is it incentivizes you guys to have that 5 person plan. And what we learned, what I've learned is that like usage rate of multi-seat plans is typically around 30%. And what that does is
That
it
sounds
gives
about
you a
right.
free key to be able to give to a friend of yours and say, "Hey, just jump on my family plan." Or
Hmm.
there's actually a whale tier of membership where you can pay 150 bucks a month for 100 for your whole village for 150 people.
Good Lord. Yeah, and there are definitely whales that would do that sort of thing. But with a family plan, that would be ideal. We have 4 players in this household, and then we could reserve a seat for my brother or my nephew or maybe one of my sisters to join us on occasion. Because
Absolutely.
if I could bumble through it on this laptop, this janky laptop with no mouse, I'm pretty sure that they can play this game too. Especially because they're going to be able to do it from their phones. That's a game changer right there.
I
Super
I
fun. I
love
love
your
this game even more now.
Yay! Well, thank you for coming and playing it, and thank you, Lena, for participating, our extra bonus guest star.
Yeah, she's pretty excited. So okay,
I
Bean. Yeah, I'll see you outside. All right.
Well, thank you so much
She's
for joining our playtest this week and giving us your feedback. I am going to piece that together into a testimonial for publishers to get your perspective
oh,
is gold.
just do. It There are more families that play together than they can possibly realize. It's just a matter of bringing them together at one time. Our family plays Roblox together and Fortnite together and Minecraft together, and this one is much more accessible than any of those.
Ah, that is great.
Rory?
Yeah, Rory says hi. Yeah, the family plan is, I think the clutch piece of it is how do you make it
I think,
easy for people to add people to play with you?
yep, this wasn't a thing 20 years ago when most people were young and playing solo. But now we do have families and, three generations in a household who want to play together. And it's a great way to level that generation gap. It just doesn't exist in this house. So it's a
It
cool thing.
doesn't exist anywhere in the market either. Everybody's so like siloed off into their different titles. Like I we've gotten skepticism that this market exists, but I am fully convicted like this is a huge opportunity that we're missing out on. And it doesn't need to be a super hyper realistic action game. And actually that's an anti-goal.
It's
We want it to be
nonsense.
playful, friendly, and like cute.
You want it to be something like instead of like once a week or something, we might have like, okay, it's family movie night, and everybody has to argue about what movie we're going to watch. I just bring the popcorn, I don't care. But instead of just passively watching a movie, if we could all just play together in the same room, I think that would be just as fun. And yeah,
My
or
my
popcorn
dream.
stain fingers all over my stuff.
Yes, that's exactly what happened to my laptop as I'm chewing on popcorn. But my dream is to have somebody, one person, casting the game up onto the big screen on the TV while everybody else is playing on their devices. Um,
That's a really smart idea. Yeah,
and
yeah,
that is
yeah, yeah.
doable. Like there's technology to be able to accomplish that. So like
Mhm.
literally turning a console game into family, like as long as one person's on the console, everybody joins the session from their phones and suddenly it's like playing Diablo, but even more friendly.
We've done that to a limited extent on Discord, but Discord, as much as I love it, may not be the ideal streaming platform for this sort of game.
Mhm.
It's great for voice chat and that sort of stuff, but I don't think that streaming gameplay is quite there yet with Discord, or maybe it's just our experience. We're mostly centered in British Columbia. We've got some people on Vancouver Island, us up in the interior here. One of my sisters is on Prince Edward Island. So if we can get something working together that will allow us to do that, it would really make the experience awesome.
Yeah, that's one thing that we're like deeply considering is the infrastructure for communication and what that looks like. And, supporting voice chat for easy convenience. Do we have that in app versus relying on a third party thing? These are like, this is a big customer service question for us because then
It
you actually,
is.
it's like a safety issue too with younger kids. And how do you create control who can
That's
communicate with where?
true.
But, these are all problems for us to solve with something.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. The voice communication problem, I mean, if you're supporting your own voice communications with your in-house solution, that of course adds burden and cost to your own development costs. So we have used Discord for voice, and that's what we normally use because it's free and we control who goes in and out of the channels, which is also helpful for us as a family
Hmm.
because we know that we do not want anybody to be subject to the amount of verbal abuse that goes out on in some voice channels. At the same time, friendly
100%.
banter and calling each other names is normal. We're okay with that as long as there's a line, right? There's a line. We all know where it is, and if one of the boys crosses it, they get their their power
Yeah,
plug pulled.
they get their
Anyway,
phone taken away. Absolutely. But that's a very serious concern. And we've been looking at solutions like Vivox that has
yep.
monitoring and safety built into it. And then we could build it in game or as an external thing. And looking at things like modulate to be able to create
Like,
another safety and
yep.
moderating layer. All sorts of
GGWP also has a voice service or a voice moderation service that looks pretty solid. So there's a lot of options, But first you find a publisher, and then you get that game closer to market, and then you get friends and family, and we will be your test family.
Yes, yes, done. You are hired. It's
Awesome.
that easy. Thank you so much, Linda, for joining us and giving us your
Oh,
feedback,
thank
your
you.
delightful feedback. You are our target audience. And I love that we've finally been able to get you on to play and that you responded to it exactly the way that I hoped you would.
Dude,
Ah,
next time I'm going to come show up with a mouse and I will be ever so much more competent. I would also put it on my big system just because this game deserves a larger screen. It's cool that it plays on a phone. I want it big.
100%, but it can play on both. That's even better. So you
This
can
is
log on
true.
from a plane when you don't have access to a laptop, or to your big machine. But then
Oh,
when you really
yeah,
want to go on
evil,
your
evil temptress. You're trying to get me to pay their unnatural Wi-Fi prices just so I can play your game. But that's okay. I have my little
JetBlue is free
Bluetooth
Wi-Fi.
headphones. And yeah, well, yeah, I don't have JetBlue in Canada.
You gotta.
Um,
Oh gosh, that's right. I'm so sorry. It's like the Canadian tax.
but and I'll be on a do not fly list, and it'll be terrible. But totally will do it. Maybe I'll just
Perfect.
date you
No
constantly.
raids while on a plane. We should just make sure that, like, if your IP travels, that you're not allowed to enter a raid. It says you do not qualify. You shall not pass.
Oh my God, that
See,
whole
this
new
is what
thing.
this is why we need
Wait,
your
wait.
brain on this.
Co Yeah, co-op MMO play while in a car on those long trips with the family, so that we can all play stuff
Not the
together.
driver,
Well,
though.
except for the driver. I know I was going to say. Well, we'll try not to.
Well, one of the things that we
You
did
pull
when
his
we
car
were
over.
designing Monopoly Go, yeah, when we were designing Monopoly Go, I was trying to design a play pattern that would keep somebody engaged while on a train, because we wanted to target a European audience, and Europeans and also Asians use public transport quite more frequently than those in the US.
Yeah.
So, you know, assuming that an average train ride is somewhere between 10 and 20 minutes, there is a game loop that you can, the game intentionally scales out the experience to about 10 or 20 minutes, depending on how many rolls you have.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we would have a similar game loop here where, like, maybe you could build a few things, harvest a few things. We didn't even get to crafting. You could have crafted like a whole new set of armor.
Well, there's always when you get me into friends and family, because I'm totally friend and I have lots of family. Yeah, this is going to happen. I keep thinking of more and more applications for.
Uh-oh. You froze. That's okay.
I did. Oh, and there I'm back again. That was weird.
Yes. Sorry about
Good
that.
thing I didn't say any bad words.
Or maybe you could
Not
have.
that I ever swear in games.
Never. Never. You wouldn't dare. No, but you were saying you were thinking of new applications.
Well, just anywhere where things used to be really boring for periods of time. There's only so many advertisements and billboards you can look at, and traveling is a fantastic use case scenario. Once you get me into friends and family, because I'm going to keep pushing that, I will happily try it on planes on Wi-Fi. It'll be worth it to just try it up in the air and see how it plays. There
Oh,
are
like
I
gold.
tried
To get
playing a
on a
few
plane
games on
and see
planes, not so quick.
everybody on the plane playing Haven.
There you go. The Guinness World Book of Records or something. Most number of people logged into an MMO from an airplane. And then you
Yes.
have to make sure the pilots are not in on it.
Biggest raid while midair.
It's a whole new Mile High Club, I tell you.
And on that note, we're going to say thank you so much for joining us this week. This may have been one of my favorite episodes. Linda, I'm so grateful you were able to join, and I can't wait to bring you on again. And if you haven't subscribed already, please like, subscribe, do all those things that help elevate us in the outside world. Share with your family, share with your friends, and we'll catch you next week. We have a whole new guest, and like we have a really nice layout of guests for like the next 2 months. I'm super excited. And on that note, have an amazing weekend, friends.
Thanks so much.
Bye.
Have fun playing whatever you play. Bye now.
Bye.
Hit that button and buy a t-shirt with a dragon on it, and that will help us keep making some awesome games. Looks like this. I've already seen a Unleashed t-shirt out in the wild that I wasn't wearing, and I'm super excited about seeing more of them. So yeah, buy a t-shirt.